Umesh, so the world of administration and infrastructure and installation has been evolving, especially given how multi-tenant most clients are on multi-tenant now. In that light, what are the different gamut of services that Doppio has to offer to our multi-tenant clients that want to seek services around administration and IFS? In general, yeah.
Okay. So this transformation journey from on-prem version to CloudSuite multi-tenant, right? So there are like pure administration activities for us. From if you see on-prem version, there are lots of installations, configurations, and administrations that are involved. But in the multi-tenant side, we are like focusing on pure administration stuff. We are like responsible for configuring the applications inside the multi-tenant, where the installations are very limited to EC and CFT servers, but the configuration, like pure system administration, is more focused. And there are like certain areas like to make the tenant usable for a customer, there are certain areas that we need to basically set up and make the perfect configuration for the customer to be able to use that tenant effectively. So H5 like user interface applications, then some views and sorting order personalizations, lots of things inside that we need to set up appropriately so that customer can make a use and they like automate some processes inside the application. There are several edge applications need specific configurations as per the
Talk in detail about one or two, I would say, areas that you see that Doppio can, I mean, the clients are asking the most about, or the pain points of our clientele is the most, and Doppio can offer services in
Right.
one or two of areas.
So if you can take example of tenant security administration. So in the tenant security administration, there are 4-5 layers from the Active Directory integration to M3 related security configurations, also the edge application security configurations. So now when you start with the configuration of security, there are certain activities that we need to perform in post provisioning, and certain tasks that involved in pure administration with the collaboration of customer. So IFS, Active Directory are the first areas where we integrate those, and then we will set up the security in edge applications and M3 side. So where we design the roles, create the users, assign that roles to the users, also set up some integrations between the inside applications to be able to synchronize the bots, security bots, and update the security, send the security updates to the users. So this is one of the example that we can say from the pure system administration side. This is the one of the most demanding area, and we are serving to the customers. Another example we can take ECCFT and printing, which is again IDM administration side, where we are responsible for printing setups, ECCFT server setups, and make that ECCFT available for IN integration team. So that is another area we can take. There are several other processes that we are offering to the customers. That is like environment verification, post code drop, because we are currently using that or implemented that process for one of the customer in transportation services, and they are every month we are verifying the tenants for them, and each time we are discovering something new issues after the code drop. So we are actively taking that and resolving those issues in advance for our customers. So that one activity we have introduced. We are also having standard process set up for environment feature feature reviews before the code drop. Right. So we are making sure that customers' work will not be disrupted because of the code drop and new feature activations. So that process Doppio is already serving for the customers. So this is from the few examples from the pure system.
I'm sure, yeah. With Umesh and Doppio Group generally being an expert on all these areas, I'm sure we can have a very long list of services that we can offer, and and the slide is a evidence of that. But I think one of the interesting things that you said is post provisioning, which is Doppio's expertise in a very fast moving migration, multi-tenant migration environment. Can you talk a little bit detail about that? That what does Doppio really do? Because after the environment is provisioned by Infor and before the migration starts, apparently a lot of our clients are in a fix, or at least they perceive that there is a gap in the offerings. And how can Doppio help our clients in that post provisioning time?
So when provisions the standard tenant for customer, so there are several like a piece of configurations missed because Infor provisions the standard setups, but not from the customer specific configurations. So that gap is making customers unable to use their tenant effectively, or they will not be able to do anything like from the business configuration side. So that gap is like having multiple activities that we need to complete. You can see the slide, right? Several areas are listed there. So what we do, we start from the integration, activity tree integration side. This is the first piece of configuration from security administration side that we do. Once the security is set up, we set up some basic admin users first, and based on the customer demand, some business users also be set up there. Once the security is set up, we'll work on a data. Like we receive or customer receives some standard data from Infor. So based on the customer's demand, we make a copy of those data in order to like having configuration and company, testing company, and other configuration companies specifically designed for those purposes. We copy those, and we also set up some data lake integrations to use that data for reporting purposes. Then we can say some rules designs for the customers. Then we set up the standard integrations. We activate the boards for multiple applications, not just security but other integrations also, like some connection points and data flows. So those configurations we complete. We also help them to like we can make the these configurations and help them to start the business deployment activities from the project side. So that gap, to cover that gap, we need to complete the post-provisioning activities. And
Thank
we
you.
did it for two of our customers.
Yes.
We completed those activities.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Umesh. Very, very exhaustive, very in detail, in depth knowledge. I'm sure that would benefit our audience. Thank you, Umesh, again.